In this video, I'm gonna tell you about a secret tool that literally tells you when to buy or sell Bitcoin. This tool has predicted the exact bottom of Bitcoin every single time. And if you follow just this one tool for the past 5 years on Bitcoin, meaning you bought when it said to buy and sold when it said to sell, you would have made 5,142%. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a tool that could track all the wallets on the crypto network, every single one. And while tracking all these wallets, it could see exactly when the majority of people were trading for a profit and when the majority of people were trading for loss. Don't you think that could be some useful information? You see, fear and greed run the markets on a day-to-day basis. When the majority of people are trading for a profit in a specific asset like Bitcoin, that's a pretty good indication that specific level is filled with greed and will likely be the top of Bitcoin, as it's inevitable that people will start taking profits and start selling, creating a snowball effect to the downside. Same goes for purchasing Bitcoin. For a majority of the time, it's a pretty good idea to be purchasing Bitcoin when the majority of people are trading for loss. If only there was a tool that could track all of this for you and give you the exact statistics in real time, so you wouldn't have to look them up yourself and have to do all of that work. There is a tool. Introducing the MVRVZ score on Glassnode. First step, go to the Glassnode. Go up here and click Charts. On the left-hand side, there should be a category called Market. Click it. Scroll down till you see the subcategory MVRV. Click that. Then finally, click the MVRVZ score tool. It'll bring up a chart that looks like this. Wow. The black line is Bitcoin's price. The orange line is the market value, realized value of Bitcoin, which is basically just fancy talk for the profit ratio of long-term holders of Bitcoin. Historically speaking, these long-term holders tend to take profits at the right time, while the short-term holders are the ones who get stuck with the bag and take the loss. So statistically speaking, we should be doing the same as the long-term holders. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to learn even more useful tools for crypto trading. So if we take a closer look at this chart, you'll see a red zone and a green zone. Whenever we enter into this red zone, that means long-term holders are in extreme profit. When we enter into this green zone, that means the majority of people are trading for a lot. So this tool is pretty simple to use actually. While looking at this chart, we can more or less just completely ignore this black line. What we are more interested in is the MVRV, which is the orange line. As you can see from looking at this chart, whenever this orange line goes into this red zone, it has been the absolute top of the Bitcoin cycle, as this is where the majority of greed is taking place. Same thing goes for the opposite direction. Whenever the orange line has touched this green zone, it has been the absolute bottom of the Bitcoin cycle. And just look how accurate this tool has been in the past. Orange line comes down to this green zone, goes up, comes back down to this green zone, goes up, comes back down to this green zone, goes up. Every time price has come down to this zone, it has been the absolute bottom of the Bitcoin cycle, and Bitcoin goes up afterwards. So to use this indicator, it's pretty simple. You want to be buying as much Bitcoin as humanly possible when this orange line comes down to this green zone, as every single cycle bottom has started to reverse at this green zone. Whenever the orange line comes to this red zone, you should start looking to close your positions, as this is where greed starts to kick in and will likely be the top of the cycle. So yes, this is more of a long-term indicator. Price isn't going to go to this green and red zone very often, but with that said, it's definitely important to know, so when it does happen, you know exactly how to capitalize on it. Also, you don't even need to use just Bitcoin for this tool. You can use this tool for Ethereum, Solana, Tron, or basically any token for that matter. Great tool to know. Share your thoughts and comments.